Hey mate, can I ask you one quick question? Have you heard the story of Julian Assange and WikiLeaks? If you have a telly or access to the internet, you probably have, but for those of you that haven't, here's the 10-second version. Basically, Assange took government and corporate secrets from around the world and published them on his website, WikiLeaks. Alright, maybe that was the 5-second version. It's the type of story that seems like it would only exist in a book or on a movie screen, but I can assure you that it's real. In fact, if this is the first time you've heard about Assange or WikiLeaks, I suggest that you head on over to Google after you watch this video. You can even watch the full-length film they made about this story if you really want to get into it. But hold on, by now I'm sure you're asking yourself why I'm even talking about Julian Assange. No, this isn't some kind of short film documentary or one of those free Julian videos. I'm not a conspiracy theorist or an activist, and I'm not going to get into anything political or ethical in this video. I simply want to give you an idea of where I'm coming from, because I'm doing something similar to what he did, right here, right now. Luckily, what I'm doing now isn't going to get me thrown into prison or extradited. Like Julian, I'm from Australia. But now I'm living in a smaller, undisclosed European country where global jurisdiction does not apply. You see, I'm a hacker by trade, and a pretty damn good one at that. But don't jump to conclusions. Not all hackers put viruses on computers or take down websites. All I do is write code and connect to places that very few people in the world have access to. There is nothing malicious in my actions, and I really just want to be able to see and use information that everyone should have access to. And yes, when I say everyone should have access to this kind of information, that includes you. Much like Julian Assange, I'm trying to get the important information out into the hands of the public. I'm not talking about government secrets. I'm not trying to take down any corporations or businesses, and I'm certainly not giving out information that might end up hurting someone. The only things that I'm interested in, at the moment, have to do with financial markets. Like everyone else in the world, I need money to survive. And to live the kind of life that I want to lead, I need a lot of money. That's why I started looking into the world of finance and trading to begin with. I've spent a lot of time and effort over the last few years learning how the financial markets work, and coupled with the amount of financial data that is available to me, I've been absolutely killing it in the binary options world. Trust me, this hasn't been easy. I've connected to almost 200 high-security institutions around the globe, and now I use their data to trade the global currency markets. Actually, I shouldn't even use the word trade. All I do now is press a little green button. This little green button turns on the program that I've developed to take advantage of all that data. As soon as it's on, my program starts making me money, automatically. A lot of money. I call my program Backdoor Binary, for obvious reasons. I find the backdoor into institutions around the world and use their data to execute positions in the global currency markets using binary options. If that sounds complicated, that's because it is. Everyone would be doing what I do if it were easy. But don't worry. While my software is indeed very complex, making money with Backdoor Binary is incredibly easy. It's all automated, and even a beginner can use the software to make some serious financial gains. For obvious reasons, I can't give you my real name or even anything else about me. My way of life would be in serious danger if any detail about my life slipped out, and I'm not willing to take that risk. That's how somebody like Julian Assange winds up in prison or stuck in an embassy for life. I can tell you one thing, however. I can tell you the reason why I made this video. It's simple. I made this video to make more money. Hacking is a bit more expensive than you might think, and I also like to stay on the move, which doesn't help. Plus, after all the money that Backdoor Binary has made me, I've grown accustomed to a certain type of lifestyle. With me being on the move all the time, I can't really settle down and purchase anything really nice. So I stay in 5-star hotels, luxury rentals, and at expensive resorts. When I'm not being driven around by a limo, I rent supercars. I don't really have the time to cook for myself, so I eat at the nicest restaurants I can find. The cost of all that stuff adds up, I can tell you. I'm not trying to brag here, I'm just being honest. I make a lot of money with Backdoor Binary, and I want to keep making money. That's the truth. But that doesn't mean that you can't benefit from my situation. That's why I've decided to sell my software. That's why you're watching this video right now. Yes, I've decided to sell the fully licensed version of my software, but only for a limited time. This is kind of like a trial run for me. I want to see how well Backdoor Binary sells before making it readily available. And you just happen to be included in this period of the launch. But before I even ask you to shell out your hard-earned cash, I'm going to give you the opportunity to try out Backdoor Binary for free. For 2 weeks, you'll be able to use the software to make your own money, all for free. You'll be able to keep whatever you earn, and 2 weeks with Backdoor Binary is going to make you a lot of money. Why am I doing this? Well, I'm doing this simply because I already know it makes a ton of money, and no one is going to try it for 14 days and not pay the full license at the end of their trial version. Once you start making money with Backdoor Binary, you're going to become addicted to just how easy it is to see profits. That's exactly what happened to me, and that's why I'm giving you the chance to try it out for 2 weeks at 100% no cost to you. Alright, there's one thing that always pops up on the FAQ. That's the frequently asked questions in layman's terms. I know you're probably asking yourself, hey, can I just use it for 14 days and sign up again under a different email and never have to pay you? My answer? Come on. Of course you won't be able to do that. Given what you already know about me, don't you think I would have covered that loophole already? There is no way that you'll be able to use the free trial after your first 2 weeks are over. Once the 14 days are up, that's it for the free trial. When you're making the kind of money that I am right now, the price tag is not going to bother you in the least. Heck, it's probably too cheap at the moment. When this initial launch phase of Backdoor Binary is over, I'm willing to bet that the price will be increasing dramatically for future releases. It's going to sell way too good to keep at that price that I'm selling it for now. So how much is the full license, you ask? I'll tell you. Backdoor Binary costs $1,997. I know, that sounds like a lot of money to pay for just one piece of trading software, but that's a drop in the bucket compared to how much money my program is going to make for you. Heck, in just the first 2 weeks, Backdoor Binary will make you that much back and more. And let me remind you, those first 2 weeks are free. You really have nothing to lose here. Regardless of that seemingly steep price tag, it's 100% free for the first 2 weeks. None of your money will be on the line. And when those 14 days are over, you're going to see how much of a bargain this actually is. So use it for 14 days, make a ton of cash, and then pay me the $1,997 out of your earnings to compensate me for my efforts and the substantial risk that I'm taking. If you don't want to shell out that much money, I understand. But you might as well take the free trial anyway. It's free, and it's going to make you more money than you ever thought it was possible to make in 2 weeks. If you're worried about using the software, don't be. It is very user-friendly, intuitive, and basically, once you turn it on, it's fully automated. That means, once Backdoor Binary is running, you'll be free to do whatever you want. Go work on something else, spend time with the kids, do whatever you want. My program takes care of all the hard stuff for you. You don't have to study the financial markets. You don't need any experience. You don't even need to be tech savvy. All you need is a computer, an internet connection, and a copy of Backdoor Binary. That's it. So what'll it be? It's been about 10 minutes, so you've had plenty of time to decide. Are you going to take me up on this free, no-risk offer? Or are you going to keep on doing what you've been doing? Regardless of whether you do or do not decide to purchase Backdoor Binary at the end of your free trial, at the very least, this is a chance for you to make a ton of free money in the next 2 weeks. How could anyone possibly turn this down? It's free money! Alright, that's it. I think I've said enough. At this point, I'd be shocked if you didn't at least sign up for the free trial. And that's all I can ask for. So go ahead, sign up below, and I'll be ready to set you up with the real thing 2 weeks from now. Cheers.